Hello and welcome to the Authentic Freedom Virtual Church. My name is Lori Lumby and I'm the spiritual director and pastor of this online virtual community. I will pause for a moment and read to you from our mission statement. We are a community of men and women who consider Jesus to be our teacher while honoring the spiritual truths inherent within all sacred traditions. We recognize the divine as that which is at once outside of us, within us, and present within all of creation, and which can be acknowledged by any name, image, or presence. We believe in the inherent potential of all human beings to become self-actualized and acknowledge the spiritual journey as a formative tool in this endeavor. We believe in the law of love and seek to know more fully the love of the divine that dwells within us and which seeks to be known in the world through us in service to the betterment of our world. Let us pause for a moment in silence as we open our mind and our hearts to God's nourishment and support for us today. Nechwe savianach aikana de bashmaya bara. Nechwe savianach aikana de bashmaya bara. Nechwe savianach aikana de bashmaya bara. Behold the love of a mother. Behold the love of a father. Behold the love of a parent. It is the power of parental love that is the message of this week's gospel. The story of the Canaanite woman is one of my favorite stories in Scripture because it reveals to us, number one, the depth of Jesus's own humanness. And number two, it reveals to us the strength and the power that has been gifted to those who accept the role of a loving parent. In this story, the Canaanite woman approaches Jesus knowing that he is a prophet and a healer and believing in his spiritual gifts, and asks of Jesus to heal her daughter who is dying. Now, Jesus' response, I think, is startling. In fact, I might go so far as to say shocking. Jesus, this man who is supposed to be about love, compassion, mercy, who came to heal the sick, set captives free, restore sight to the blind, etc., etc., etc. When approached by the Canaanite woman, and she asks him, "Will you heal my daughter?" he says no. Jesus said no. And the reason for his no is even more shocking. He said no because she's not Jewish. Jesus says, "I came only for the lost sheep of Israel." What a horrible response. Here this woman, out of the depths of her heart and out of the depths of her faith, asks Jesus to heal her daughter who is dying. Desperate in the fear of her daughter's impending death, wanting what every parent would want, which is the restoration of her daughter's wellness so that she might live. She humbles herself and comes to Jesus, risking societal condemnation, judgment, criticism. She approaches him and said, "Will you please heal my daughter? I have faith in you. I believe in you." And Jesus says no. But the Canaanite woman is not satisfied with Jesus' response. Instead, she does what every mother, every father would do in the face of their child's death. She persists. And she persists, and she persists. She will not let Jesus alone until finally he relents. He agrees to heal her daughter. And in this story, we see Jesus' own transformation. Now we know that Jesus had the power to heal the woman's daughter. But I think the even deeper message of this story is that this woman, a woman outside of the Israelite tribe, outside of Jesus' community, that this woman, who would have been considered by the Jewish officials at the time sinful just because she was a woman, but even more importantly, unclean because she was not Jewish. This woman breaks every rule of their societal conditioning, and she heals Jesus by persisting out of the passion and compassion and the love of a parent. Persisting in her love, she transforms Jesus, the Messiah and the Son of God. This is a powerful message. The Son of God himself needed transformation. He needed to be healed of his own limited vision. He needed to be healed of his own pride. The limited vision that said, I'm only here for the children of Israel. And the woman, through her persistence, helped Jesus to see that he was here not only for the children of Israel, but for all who were in need of his healing love. It was because of the love of a mother that Jesus himself found healing and transformation. It was because of the love of a parent that Jesus was humbled and freed from his own limited perception and his own pride. This is a powerful message for us as we move forward in the coming week. To reflect for those of us that have been gifted with the call of parenthood, to reflect on the depths of that call. To what lengths would we go because of the love that we have for our children? Who in the world might be healed and transformed because of the ways in which we champion for our children's highest good? As parents, how are we called to love our children enough that we can set aside our own fears, our own false perceptions, leap over the societal constructs so that we may help support our children in becoming the person that God intended them to be? If Jesus himself could be healed and transformed because of the love of a parent, how might the rest of the world be transformed through that same kind of love? Thank you for joining us this week. And again, I invite you, if you found this service to be meaningful and supportive, that you share this with your friends through your social networking site, your email lists. And if you found this to be supportive of your own healing and transformation, that you consider making a financial donation to Authentic Freedom Ministries so that we can continue to offer these services free of charge, and so that we can continue the great work that we are doing in the world to help support the self-actualization and the fullness of human potential for all ages. Thank you and have a great week.